Yo, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are kicking off a brand new 3D community challenge where artists from around the globe have 30 days to transform a bare bones template into something uniquely their own, ending with your art in a large-scale montage of world-class creations. Since 2020, our challenges have had a heavy focus on characters, vehicles, and environments, but this time, I want to try something new with you guys, something based on music from the very beginning. So I'm happy to announce our 12th 3D community challenge, DRÄM SEQUENCE, where I challenge you to create immersive, concert-style visuals that move, pulse, and evolve to the provided beat by March 1st. This challenge only has 2 creative rules that you'll need to get started. First, create an animation that visualizes the provided tempo of 120 beats per minute. And second, pick one of the provided camera animation templates to create your art from, or make your own by following our camera specs. Now, music is one of my favorite ways to come up with ideas, so we curated this playlist of choice bangers for y'all to get lost in while working this month. After the March 1st deadline, we handpick 100 artists to be featured in the Top 100 montage, dropping on March 14th. This one's gonna go so hard because Brooks Alexander is cooking up the beats, which, by the way, if you saw Mission Impossible 7, you've already heard his music in the club scene. We also got Ren and Jordan from Corridor Digital as judges to help me choose the top 5 artists, which we'll announce live on March 14th's Top 100 React stream. To accept the challenge, go to the DRÄM SEQUENCE website in the description and download the starter files. We got Blender files, Unreal Engine, Cinema 4D, FBX, and for all you techno heads out there, we got a Touch Designer project file this time, since it's heavily used in the real-time concert visual scene. For each program, we have a pre-animated camera in various slow, normal, and fast varieties, all pre-synced to the correct BPM. They're locked to 120 frames long at 30 frames per second in 1080p resolution. There's also a grid for reference, which you're welcome to incorporate into your idea. After grabbing the starter files, you want to download the free for the month assets. These are full program unlocks with no strings attached. Like Marvelous Designer, they're the industry standard for 3D cloth design and simulation, and it's free for artists this month. Since DRÄM SEQUENCE is so open-ended, I'm sure lots of you will use Marvelous to create digital clothes for your characters, and the best use of Marvelous Designer will be rewarded with the Marvelous Prize. That's $500 and spotlight features across all of the Marvelous Designer channels. The Gnomon Workshop is offering 1 free course to help you guys this month with your submissions. The Gnomon Workshop is the longest running 3D and VFX school. It's an absolute goldmine of knowledge taught by the industry professionals who worked on Star Wars, Blade Runner, Love, Death and Robots, Avatar, and a whole bunch more. And they're giving you guys access to this free course covering hard surface modeling in Blender, texturing in Substance Painter, and lighting in Unreal Engine. Kitbash 3D has hand-selected 20 DRÄM SEQUENCE themed assets for you to use in your renders this month. You can download their asset library, Cargo, for free with no subscription or credit card entry required to claim your assets and import them into your favorite 3D software. They'll certainly help you guys speed up your creative process over these next 30 days. And if you need some remote render power this month, Fox Renderfarm is back and giving new users $25 to their cloud rendering service. You can also get an additional $55 of render power for just the $2 recharge fee when you use the code Fox Renderfarm. They support about every render engine in every 3D program and will certainly come in handy when delivering your final submissions later this month. And finally, Derivative, the makers of Touch Designer, are fully unlocking Touch Designer commercial for you this month. Fun fact, by the way, Greg Hermanovic and a couple guys from Side Effects branched off and made Touch Designer, which is why it feels so similar to Houdini. All right, y'all, let's deep dive into these rules together because it's normal to question how far you can bend a rule to serve your idea. We just want to help you guys avoid breaking the rules. So the first one says, create an animation that visualizes the provided beat of 120 beats per minute. First, let's make sure we're visualizing the beat, and it's up to you guys to find the cool and creative ways to do so. The video on the right does a great job of this. The one on the left, not so much. Second, we want to make sure that we're sticking to the provided 120 beats per minute. There's no wiggle room on this one, because if we get a bunch of different tempos, none of the art will sync up to the final music, and that's no fun. Rule 2 says to pick one of our camera animation templates, or you can actually make your own this time as long as it follows a couple camera specs. They're the same specs that we followed when making the challenge template. So as long as you do the same, yours will fit right in. The first camera limitation that we have is timing, and we have 3 speeds for you to choose from: slow, normal, or fast. Each of them have their respective keyframes that you can move the camera on. The normal speed example on the right is using the correct frames for timing, and the one on the left is not. The second limitation is 90-degree steps only. The video on the right is keeping to that rule, and the video on the left is all over the place. Don't be the video on the left. And the third camera spec is more of a heads up on things you can change, like the focal length this time, your camera's starting angle, shutter speed, and depth of field. For those of you who want to make a custom animation for this challenge, I'll be making a handful of example ones on the kickoff livestream happening right now. Rule number 3. Since this is an art challenge where artists are challenged to model, texture, animate, set dress, light, render, and finish their scenes over 30 days, we're banning the use of any AI-generated tools. That means no image to image, image to video, image to mesh, text to image, text to mesh, text to video, AI render engines, creative upscalers, fully generated animation, or comfy UI workflows. But it's time to talk about prizes, because if you get into the top 100 montage, then you're walking away with a 2-month license to Marvelous Designer to level up your garment design and cloth sim skills, a 1-month subscription to the Gnomon Workshop for the highest quality 3D VFX courses, a $100 render coupon from Fox Renderfarm when you need to remote render on the fly, your choice of any Kitbash 3D's high quality vehicle assets. The list is huge and there's going to be something for all you out there. And finally, from Kaft, the Turkish design brand, your choice from any t-shirt on their site. Their textile quality is peak and their designs are made with love. By the way, quick shout out to Goro Fujita, who got his Rampage Rally art turned into a Kaft t-shirt. You can grab one for yourself down in the description. But look, if the planets align and your art lands in any one of these top 5 spots, you're going home with some S-tier loot. Marvelous Designer is giving you 1 year of their industry standard software. The Gnomon Workshop is giving you 1 year of access to their entire library of courses. Rococo is giving you a year of Rococo Pro for access to suitless motion capture and more. And Kitbash is hooking you up with 1 year of Kitbash 3D Unlimited, where you can tap into any of their 20,000 high quality assets and import them with a single click to your favorite program. They're constantly dropping new kits like House of Horror, Ghost Realm, New Delhi, Lovecraft, and Noir Futurism, which will be all yours to build out your 3D worlds. Now, if your art comes into the 4th or 5th place slots, you're getting XP Pen's Deco Pro Gen 2 drawing tablet in the size that you want. These Deco Pro drawing tablets are tuned to 16K levels of pen pressure for total control when gliding over its paper-like surface. Derivative, the makers of Touch Designer, are giving you a perpetual license to Touch Designer Commercial with 2 years of updates. They're also giving you your choice of Touch Designer training between these 4 options. You can either go to Touch Designer School for 4 months and graduate with a bunch of cool art to show for it, get 1 year of access to their library of pre-recorded courses, access to the Node Institute's Pro modules, or 2 Touch Designer Patreon channels with a cap of $600. And to wrap out 4th and 5th, Fox Renderfarm is giving 5th place $400 and 4th place $500 to their cloud rendering service. Our 3rd place artist is winning an Artist 12 3rd from XP Pen. This is their new drawing tablet. It's got these sweet X styles for better control of your art. It comes with all the XP Pen classics like 16,000 levels of pen pressure, nano etched glass for a paper-like feel, and 10 hours of battery life. Rococo is hooking you up with their iOS-based head rig or their Android-based head cam, featuring a high-res 60 FPS camera, dimmable LED lights, and a microphone to make facial capture a breeze. Fox Renderfarm is giving you $600 toward their cloud rendering service, and Derivative is giving you a perpetual Touch Designer license with 2 years of support and your choice of training. Our 2nd place artist is getting upgraded to XP Pen's Gen 2 Artist Pro 19 4K color accurate drawing display, $700 to the Fox Renderfarm, Touch Designer Pro plus 2 years of support along with your training choice, Rococo Smart Gloves for easy hand and finger tracking, the head rig or head cam, and a year of Rococo Pro. If this month is your month and myself, Ren, and Jordan pick your art as the art for this challenge, then prepare to be crushed by the following wealth of prizes. An all expenses paid trip to Camp MoGraph 2026 in Elbert, Colorado, where you and a couple hundred visual artists enjoy summer camp together. Basically, it's a chill 4 to 5 days of computer-free workshops, nature hikes, yoga, jam sessions, big bugs, hacky sack, ping pong, Smash Bros, Magic the Gathering. Honestly, whatever you're into at camp is 100% welcome, and you might just see me there too. XP Pen is giving you their top-of-the-line Artist 24 Pro Gen 2 drawing display, which dishes out a crisp 165Hz, 2.5K color-accurate experience. Truly a piece of hardware to take your creative workflow into the next level of professionalism. Rococo is sending you a full performance capture bundle that ships with a Smart Suit Pro 2 for full body capture, smart gloves for hand and finger tracking, the head rig or head cam for facial capture, and the Coil Pro, which cranks the fidelity of your mocap data, acting as ground truth for your at-home emotion capture setup. And finally, you're getting Touch Designer Pro forever, plus your choice of training, plus 2 years of support, plus 1 day with a top Touch Designer dev as your personal consultant for any project, and a whopping $800 to the Fox Render Farm. Y'all have fun with this one. Build something that plays to your strengths, doesn't depend on your weakness, and is actually accomplishable by the March 1st deadline. Join our Discord. It's a good time over there. The artists there are really nice, very helpful, and they'll push you more than you'll know this month. And I'm live streaming right now. Come into this live stream. I'm gonna help you get started. We're answering questions, brainstorming ideas, and vibing out to some chill techno music. See you guys on the other side. Peace.